guys, today I want to make a video. Why is it so important to prep right now? It's more important than ever before because before, have you ever seen any empty shelves in your stores, like especially Walmart? I don't know why it's the Walmarts everywhere that have empty shelves. Some other places too, but our Winco is fine. I haven't been to grocery outlet in a while. Last time I checked, it was fine. It's the WalMarts that have things that are missing, and it's uh, especially if you're older, if you lived here for a long time, you probably never seen those things happening in your life before. So just because it's happening right now and it's happening everywhere, not only in the United States or Canada, I heard Mexico stores, Walmart has lots of food from one of the YouTuber subscribers' comments. So I don't know if that's true, if it's still so, maybe not anymore. But the problem is here we're experiencing shortage on the shelves of things. There are empty spots everywhere. And they're saying it's like only 15% of stuff missing. I mean, if there would be only 15% missing, you wouldn't even notice it. It's probably more like half of the things missing, um, especially at Walmart's. Like the pastas, you go and look at pastas, like more than half of it's missing. If you look at like meat, a lot of it's missing. The only ones that stay are the expensive ones or the leftover turkey from Thanksgiving 3 months ago that nobody wants to buy because they're a little bit overpriced for a turkey, and they're not everybody likes turkey if they can buy chicken for cheaper. So we experienced the same problem, not same, I should not say same, like we didn't have the disease thing going on when I was growing up in about 1990s in the Soviet Union. After it collapsed, the whole supply chain also collapsed, and they're probably exporting too much goods overseas, and the store shelves were empty. And I was a kid back then. I was probably 10 years old, and so I didn't worry about it that much because I was a kid. Kids don't usually worry about it that much, and because my parents always made sure we had enough food. But the store shelves were like half empty and stuff. But um, and I think we had to start eating like more simpler food than before. Not less food, just more simpler. So I think we're going through something similar um, in terms of the availability of stuff and groceries right now, because but right now I think it's a lot worse because back then when Soviet Union collapsed, right after that when our shelves were empty, right after that um, we got lots of goods from overseas that were um, imported to our country, and we were able to buy them if we wanted to because they were selling at the stores and on like flea markets. At the flea markets you could buy like food and clothes that was made overseas, but even though they were more expensive, but they were still available. But now it looks like all this supply chain is collapsing everywhere, not just like in one country. If it would be in just one country, yeah, we could just like buy stuff from somebody else if they were doing good. But the problem is the other countries are like in the same trouble. Everybody's in the same problem. Um, and even if some country would have enough things for their own people, like the big Asian country that bought the most things from the world. Sorry, my hand is tired. Um, yeah, even though they bought the most things like rice and corn and other things from the rest of the world so they could have enough, they're not gonna sell it to anybody, just you know because they need it. So the rest of the world is in a lot of trouble. So unless we stock up right now, if this problem will continue, and I think it will, um, if we don't stock up right now to have enough for at least a year for us, and then try to find a way to grow our own, um, we're not going to be able to have enough food to eat. So right now the prices are going up a lot faster than ever before, especially within the last year. Like if you always pay attention to prices when you buy stuff, even before, the prices were kind of staying the same. They were slowly going up on some things here and there, but they were mostly staying the same. Right now, the prices on most things that normal persons buy on most things are like 20-30% up. Some are like doubled. So, and they're not stopping going up. They're keep on going up. So because we have all those supply chains issues, we have shortages in the store and in the stores. And the reason we have shortages in the store because they have shortages in their warehouses, and warehouses have shortages because there's shortages at the manufacturers places. Like they may be not getting enough things to process something. They might not get enough things like uh, food that grows somewhere just because they didn't have good harvest. So if they're short on one or the other thing, they cannot combine it together and produce whatever it needs to be produced to be sold in the stores. And another suspicious thing is that there's same shortages like nationwide. I watch a lot of like channel popular preparedness um, channel, and he often reports about the shortages from the subscribers, like what shortages are where, and it's like similar shortages are everywhere, and it's mostly pasta. Most people report it's like pasta and pasta products, and also pet food, especially canned pet food, meat, and the vegetable oil. Those are things are missing and in a lot of places. Why all of a sudden same things missing in a lot of places? Why not different things? And because of the different places. So the things that are missing are pet food, pasta, meat, and vegetable oil, right? And those, especially the things that are meat and vegetable oil, they go in prices like more than everything else. Why is that? Not nutritionist or any expert in anything, but the main thing, like, okay, think what the kind of food I need to survive. Not the things I want, not the things that are tasty, but some things to survive that have nutrition that average person needs, and the things that are like people were surviving on maybe 100 years ago. The main critical things like food items that are needed for survival for most people, like, are the meat, grains, salt, and either oil or fat of some kind. Right? These are the main things that people need. You can have less of one thing or more of the other thing, but those are the things that you kind of need. Now let's look at the things that are missing. It's mostly pasta, vegetable oil, and meat. Yeah, the only thing is not missing yet is salt. So all the critical things that you need to survive, besides pet food is also missing, but if you're not a pet, you don't need it. But all the critical things are either missing or short supplies. Another thing, in my opinion, that makes all those shortages worse is because right now, the United States, we depend on foreign oil from other countries. Before, um, before the current administration occupied the office, we could have our own oil, so we wouldn't depend on other countries. And whenever you make something your own, is always cheaper for you than buying it from somebody else, because they also have to make some money on it. They also have to deliver it. So right now the price of gas are going up and up because we have to pay whatever they say because we need gas. We still, everything else is made, like cars, our electricity uses oil, and all the manufacturing places, all the farmer equipment uses some kind of either oil or diesel that's made from oil. So we need oil, we kind of depend on it. So also oil is used in a lot of things that are made or manufactured. Sorry, my hand is tied. Because we need oil for everything we use, and because we don't make our own, and because we have to pay more for it because somebody else makes it for us and has to make a profit on it, prices of everything we do is going up. That's the other reason why the prices are going up. So if we would go back to having our own oil, that would help a lot. So you and I, as average people, we cannot make our own oil, but we still depend on it. So yeah, but if we would have better leaders, if you could call them so, in the office, they wouldn't um, stop producing our own oil and start depending on our country, because it's hurting the economy a lot, because it makes everything we buy more expensive or unavailable, just because if we don't have enough oil. So that's really contributes to a problem. The reason that contributes to a problem is all those extra restrictions and that makes people want to quit their jobs, and then we have shortages not of only goods and of people here and there too, because they don't want to get what and damage their health or soul by taking it. So that contributes to a problem too. But it's not that they don't want to take it, it's that if nobody would make them take it, and they would still keep on working, because you know still contribute to the economy and producing goods and things and delivering them and everything would go a lot smoother. So if we could get rid of those restrictions and have our own oil again, just basically like we had in like 2020 and before, um, a lot of those problems would get easier. And until those restrictions and oil problem will still exist, the prices are gonna go up and up. So don't wait until they're completely too high or there's no stuff in the store to buy. If you have any extra money to spare and your pantry is not completely filled up, please do what's best for your family. I mean, I it's not like I'm telling you to stock up because it benefits me in some kind of way. It's better for you, because this is what I'm doing, and I want you guys to stay alive after all this stuff, because you know why would anybody want somebody to starve, right? So thanks you guys for watching. I hope this will help you to stay well and stay alive. If this video was helpful to you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so. Bye.